we have to allow ourselves to grieve the life we thought we were going to have and where we find ourselves right now. And with it comes a moment that we kind of have to decide, okay, am I going to keep reacting to everything that is happening to me, or can I maybe step into creating from this pain, from this moment? Can I move to creating?
Endometriosis isn't just a bad period. It's a whole body disease that impacts at least 1 in 10 females at birth. And yet, most go years, sometimes over a decade, without a diagnosis. It's misunderstood, it's under-researched, and it's often dismissed as, just a reproductive issue. This podcast is the space for the real talk. The stuff we whisper about and cry about and scream about, and the small wins that we celebrate along the way. We are here to connect, to get honest, and to share what we're learning as we navigate life with endo together. I'm Ruthie, a patient, a designer, an entrepreneur, and someone who has had enough and ready to talk about it.
And I'm Sharon. I am a clinical mental health counselor and experienced life coach who's focusing on helping people recover from life-changing events and create the life that they want and deserve.
Hi, Sharon.
Hi, Ruthie.
I am so happy to talk to you today about this entangled mess of emotions that we have when we're getting diagnosed. We talked a little bit about this before, and I had a chat with Sarah, and we talked a lot more about this. And I see that all the time in the support groups, as you probably see as well. So I feel like we should probably talk more about this. Let's start with this, the very common fight that we have between the I need to push through, it's just going to be okay, one more day, one more minute, and like be strong, versus when we actually need to rest and say, hey, I need the time for myself. I can't do this right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I think, as you mentioned, we touched on some of it when we talked about, kind of recovering from surgery, right? Like the moment that now you have a diagnosis, this is it. And with it comes the moment of realization. Okay, so this is actually going to be chronic pain. This is not something that was going to get fixed right away or with a magic pill or whatever. And so when we talked about the surgery, we talked about this moment as, we have to take some time to grieve. And so I'm not going to like talk more about that in this session. I just kind of wanted not to ignore that huge part of, we have to allow ourselves to grieve the life we thought we were going to have and where we find ourselves right now. And with it comes a moment that we kind of have to decide, okay, am I going to keep reacting to everything that is happening to me, or can I maybe step into creating from this pain, from this moment? Can I move to creating? And note that, I know you know me a little bit, but I love playing with words and reacting, creating, same letters, shuffle them, get a totally different mindset.
That is very true.
And so if you leave with something from this session today, it could be very well a moment where you ask yourself, am I reacting to the situation? Am I in a reactive mode? Or am I creating from this situation? And I don't want to ignore the moment that like we all kind of like have a moment of like, whoa, something happened, right? And that's totally fair. And we need to kind of gather our emotions and thoughts and ourselves, and acknowledge all the emotions, get to know ourselves better with them, with all these new emotions, and then decide, okay, so this is the new reality. This is the new me. And every day might be different, just like we started to already get to know with this, right?
Yeah.
and I'll have better days and not so great days. And it's just not going to be the same as I thought it would be. And so from this, what can I do? Who can I become from this? And this is stepping into creating. And so hidden in what I just said is curiosity,
Right.
right? Curiosity about ourselves. Who am I now? Curiosity about our bodies and how do I know when I might be stepping into a flare up,
Yeah.
right? That before it becomes a flare up, there is this like, is it like, can I still go run this errand and I'll be fine because I'm
Yeah.
okay, right? But then we do it and we kick ourselves later. We're like, oh,
Yeah.
right?
This is actually a strong one. I feel like part of it is the unpredictability, that we never know when it's going to happen. And like 1 minute I could be okay and I'm thinking, okay, so this is my new normal. I can do that. And then next minute, oh no, I can't do that. So it's like it takes a while before we get to some sort of balance. It's at least for me, especially after surgery, it took so long to just get to some sort of balance, some sort of normalcy. Because just like at the beginning, with every day was something else, there was just like nothing to see. So this is also like a really frustrating time where we don't even know. Like it's you can't really make an informed decision then. It's really hard.
Yeah. Yeah. And so with it, kind of we go back to basics, right? Like we have to hang on tight to some basic routines of self-care, and we have to have them solid, right? Proper amount of sleep, right? Whether you sleep well or not with a pain, that's a whole different story. When someone has an infant, right? Like we set their bedtime routine. The same for you. You are now in that place that you need self-care and you need this high level of care from that perspective, right? And so a new routine for sleep, so everything like sleep hygiene, right? Whether you shower before to kind of soothe, no electronics in the room, read a book or, listen to podcasts and then take the, iPhone out or something, but really build time to relax your body. So really giving ourselves the time to set into a good night's sleep. And then in the morning and during the day, make sure you have enough, you hydrate, you eat balanced meals and in intervals, right? Like all these basic things that you have to make sure are there every day. This is your new foundation.
This is really interesting, because every time people say about like, you have to create your like supporting environment, I always imagine people. And I'm like, I don't have that many people, and I don't necessarily want people around me at all times.
Mhm.
But what you're describing now is 1000% part of my support system, and I would
Mhm.
not be able to function without it. And it does not include people.
Yeah.
I never thought about this. And this is such an important list of stuff that you just take one of them out, every flare up becomes worse.
Yeah, exactly. And this is totally within our control, and we didn't need to ask anyone anything. So this is, and it is this is our container, right? This is our new home for our body. This is it, right?
Yeah.
Make sure we create good night routine, eat well, hydrate. Uh, and I'm gonna say work out, but you know your limit. You have to know your limits.
Yeah.
So whether it's 10 minutes walk outside for fresh air and that's all you can do, great. And maybe one day you can't. I don't know, right? And maybe you can speak more towards that, right? Because
Yeah.
you're in it. And I know
Well, stretches is movement too. And that is actually something I struggle with a lot because sometimes you have a long flare up and you feel like a couch potato at the end of it. It's like,
yeah,
I want to move. I want to be okay already. And I never thought about it. But then someone in the support group suggested, she was like, when you're feeling okay, Sit down, write down a list of the minimal stuff that you can do. And moving includes stretches. So if you're in a lot of pain, I personally naturally try to stretch because that helps. So just writing down a few stretches that I know from my pelvic floor therapist, from just listening to my body and like, okay, this feels good,
Yeah,
then it's just go to for me. This is really
absolutely.
helpful.
And you bring up a beautiful point. And one, we talked about curiosity and getting to know our body. And one thing that I love utilizing is kind of like a body scan. So before we even start moving, I want to know where are my problem areas in my body right now, in the sense of like what feels like yucky, stuck, painful, what feels like I'm holding my breath, what feels like I'm stressing, like we hold emotions in different parts of our body, the feeling, right? It's a feeling in our body too. Feelings, emotions, feeling in our body, like they have places in our body. And
I just want to jump in, I'm sorry, and clarify because I know some people are going to say, oh, what is this mumbo jumbo? This is real pain. This is not feelings.
mm,
Yes, we also hold pain in multiple places. I did not know that. I always thought when it hurts everywhere. And
mhm.
then after a very long time, I worked with my therapist on this, and she was like, no, try to feel like what else is happening. And I'm like, yes, I am from the pain, just like
Yep.
I'm clenching so many more parts that sometimes I can't unclench them because I'm in too much pain, and this is just a natural reaction of the body. But
Mhm.
if I can and I release them, or if I just focus my breathing on them, it helps. It just reduces the pain that little much to help. And yeah, that's all I wanted to say so people don't get triggered. I know how sensitive this is.
Absolutely. And that was exactly where I was going, right? So, because when we do that body scan, you can close your eyes, get yourself in a comfortable position, and just start from, top down. And you just really, in your mind's eye, focus on just your head. And so, just by doing that, shifting your focus from like pain, 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 I'm like this, to now I am like starting to shift it towards different parts of my body. And you can do many things. You can just kind of stay curious about what's going on in my head right now. Don't forget you have the back of your head. We tend to, since our eyes are are forward, right? Like we tend to forget we have a back and a middle, and like we can't feel like think of us as like one dimension, right? And so even kind of thinking with your mind's eye and kind of scanning your head like back to front, what's going on, and see if maybe you can just relax your ears, or maybe you can just relax your jaw, because I bet your jaw is part of that, like, clenching, like you were saying. In even incremental, right? Can I release it 5%?
Yes.
What would 10% be? And just kind of be curious, and maybe you can go to 20 and that's fine, but you released it, 15. Great, right? And you already feel the difference. And then you just move, like section by section, torso, don't forget your arms, come back to your chest, your abdominal, don't forget your back, right? Your lungs, everything in between, kind of just think about yourself as taking more space, all the way down to your toes. And do the same. Just be curious. What's here? Can I release, 5%? Can I release 10%? Just go deeper and deeper. Don't forget to breathe through it. And that is just one kind of getting to know your pain, your discomfort, and how much you have still control. So this is all still internal resources, right? Like we keep thinking about our support system as like external, like you said, but we can also do things from the couch. Another thing that you can try is the progressive muscle relaxation. So the idea is that you basically stress out the muscles.
Yeah.
And that too, you go like section by section, top down, or however you want. But the idea is that you overstress, like you really kind of make it like to the shaky part, right? You overstress a part, and you hold it and it's shaky and everything, but no one is watching, it's just you. And then you focus on the release and how it releases and how does it feel when it releases and all the tingly, right? Like focusing on that.
I
Um,
have to say,
going,
first time I was offered this, I was, this is not going to work. This sounds so ridiculous. This is not going to work. This sounds like, one of those things that therapists are going to get excited about and patients are going to say, but I tried it. And he was as part of this pelvic pain support group. It was like kind of like a 10-minute recording of like very relaxing with music and just like you said, like going from the head, like go like this and then release your face and like do that. Skip the stomach. If you're doing this while in your flare, do not clench your stomach. It's too clenched already. Just try to release. The way she described it, and I loved it, was imagine your pelvic floor and your pelvis as if it was already on the first floor, but now it's sinking down to the basement, which is like, I never thought to describe it that way. But the relief that I felt at the end of the session, when I got in, I was in a lot of pain. It was
yeah.
I could not believe something so simple
Mhm.
works so strong and so fast. I was really in severe pain. I would say like over an 8. And I
Wow.
got out of this and it was like 5.5, which is huge. 5.5 is nothing. I could work through it. It's like, yeah, I just need a little discretion. It's good. It's
Yeah.
very different.
Yeah.
And that was a huge thing. So yeah, thank you for sharing it with everybody.
Absolutely. And like you said, like it's good, maybe it's good, to tell people it's called progressive muscle relaxation. And I'm sure they can find like, videos that will walk them through it. And just like you said, skip the abdominal area and do something else for that, like you mentioned. Just really kind of imagine it, relaxing, sinking down. Like you don't have to hold it, right? Like you don't have to do
Yes.
the one.
It's such a natural clench to try and hold it when it hurts because it's like, just, it's our brain working against us basically.
Pain is a shadow that won't let go. It grips my body and steals my glow. Silence screams behind a smile. Walking this road feels like a trial. The world can't see the war inside. The scars I carry, the tears I've cried. Doctors shrug, they turn away, leaving me to fight another day. Hear us now, we won't stay quiet. Through the storm, we'll rise, defy it. Our bodies ache, our voices roar. We're stronger than we were before. Each day's a battle, a brand new fight. Chasing answers in the darkest night. The weight of doubt, it cuts so deep. But I hold on, I will not weep. We are not fragile, we are not small. We stand together, we stand tall. Listen to the stories we need to share. A little kindness could repair. Hear us now, we won't stay quiet. Through the storm, we'll rise, defy it. Our bodies ache, our voices roar. We're stronger than we were before. Hear us now, we won't stay quiet. Through the storm, we'll rise to fight it. Our bodies ache, our voices roar. We're stronger than we were before. Each day's a battle, a brand new fight. Chasing answers in the darkest night. The weight of doubt, it cuts so deep. But I hold on, I will not weep. Hear us now, we won't stay quiet. Through the storm, we'll rise, defy it. Our bodies ache, our voices roar. We're stronger than we were before. Pain is is a shadow that won't let go. It grips my body and steals my glow. Silence screams behind a smile. Walking this road feels like a trial.